So, guys, with the season finale of Demon Slayer here in episode 26, and with of course, with the big announcement of the Infinite Train arc movie that's going to be getting pushed out to us within the course of the next 6 to 8 months, probably within the next year or so, as we patiently wait for that announcement to occur, and definitely hoping for a season two. This moment here specifically, more so towards the beginning of episode 26, with moves between his interaction between Muzan and his interaction with the lower ranked demon 12 demon moons was just crazy insane, guys. Now, as always, guys, I try to make sure that I put this in most of my videos, is that I'm not reading the manga past the anime. Whatever information as far as in the manga moving forward, as far as future arcs and wherever the manga is currently right now, I'm not reading ahead, just because me personally, I prefer the shock and awe moments within the anime, within the world of Demon Slayer, as far as the anime is concerned, because I enjoy not knowing what's to come in the future. So specifically this demon here, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I don't know if this demon is a part of, is like one of the higher ranked 12 demon moons or not. I'm not too sure. As always, guys, no spoilers, because I prefer my a lot of my content to be spoiler free as far as this anime is concerned. But this specific demon reminded me of Kill Guy back in episodes 11, 12, 13, and 14, if I remember correctly. Those roughly 3 or 4 episodes where that specific demon was basically like this one, but a little, but obviously weaker, just because this specific demon here using this instrument to be able to control this dimension, this world, this entire world, to shift the way that when it played this instrument, and the entire world would shift to be able to move these demons in this in all in one spot, where they were spread out abroad, and then they were brought together in this one spot to stand and basically even bow before Muzan. Like I said, this demon reminded me of Kill Guy, just because Kill Guy back then, between episodes 11 through like roughly 14 and 15, was using the drums on his body to shift and move the rooms, specifically in the Suzami mansion. Um, so with this specific demon using this blood demon art to be able to do this was just really really dope to see, guys. It was really just like I was just blown away by seeing this blood demon art being used by this specific demon to do what it did, to be able to shift these demons closer to be to kneel before Muzan. And specifically, this room is also the room that is shown in the very briefly in the intro, if you go back and look at that as well. Now, a lot of stuff happened within this specific scene that I'll probably be splitting up into other videos, but also the fact that Muzan uh, was able to prostrate these 5 specific lower ranked demons before him was just crazy insane in itself, because that it just proves Muzan's power. He basically gave them this power, and they didn't. Of course, we all, specifically until he actually spoke, we didn't know that the woman standing before these lower ranked demons was specifically Muzan. He shapeshifted, and that's another thing that I'll bring up in a second. But to see Muzan do this, even probably just more so with just a look on his face, literally, guys, it was crazy insane, just dope. Just again, a whole bunch of stuff happened in this specific scene that we could talk about for days. And like I said, guys, what I just mentioned, Muzan shapeshifting from a male to a female was also a very interesting thing. Shocker, of course, but it was very interesting, because I kind of questioned why he made this decision to do so. Um, you know, I'm very curious as to wondering why he decided to shapeshift and change his gender. I'm very curious about that. I don't necessarily believe that it's like one of those situations where it's more of a political thing or anything like that, to where they're trying to they're trying to have an agenda or anything like that. I kind of feel like Muzan did this for a specific reason, because maybe he is maybe possibly leaving a more than the normal term would be a double life, but this is Muzan. He to me, it seems to me he's living more than just two lives. He's living hundreds of thousands of lives because he's been alive for so many years, for so many decades. So I'm very curious and wondering why he made the decision to excuse me, to shapeshift and change his gender to a woman. And also the fact, because we know that Muzan made the decision to take out these lower ranked the 12 demon moons. He was making these statements, these more so factual statements, questioning these lower ranked demon moons just because of specific reasons. And him asking them why did they make the decision to stay where they were at and not climb the ranks to become stronger and powerful, to possibly, maybe possibly get to his level. He was challenging him, but more so, putting this out there, like, you're lower than than all of the other 12, and you deserve to die because you're too weak. You made the decision to stay at the rank that you are. But to see his arm do what he did with his arm, to where these eyeballs and stuff are coming out, and his arm becomes basically like teeth, and be able to eat and devour the a lot of these other lower ranked demons, was just crazy and insane. Definitely, just, man, just blown away by what Muzan did here in episode 26. And I'm just like, man, like I've literally rewatched episode 26 a lot. Specifically, this scene stood out, of course, the most, besides the ending, besides the movie, the movie reveal. But this scene, guys, was just tremendously great. I really, really loved it. But again, there's still a few things that I want to talk about in other videos that I will put together moving forward. But that's pretty much my thoughts, guys, on this video. What y'all think of it? Let's have a conversation in the comment section if you feel up to it, and I will talk to you on the next Demon Slayer video. Peace, guys.